by Farah, Hannoun and Simon Head, July 9, 2019, 3:20 p.m. Las Vegas. For the longest time, Michael Bisping was best known as a pioneer of mixed martial arts in the UK. Going through many ups and downs throughout his career, Bisping achieved his ultimate goal of becoming UFC champion when he shocked the world and knocked out Luke Rockhold in the first round at UFC 199. Now Bisping is not just a pioneer of UK MMA, but a UFC Hall of Famer. Bisping, 30-9 MMA, 20-9 UFC, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame last Friday in Las Vegas, will forever be remembered as one of the biggest and toughest personalities in the sport. Growing up in Clitheroe, Lancashire, the odds were heavily stacked against him, and he credits the UK fans for sticking by him through thick and thin. It's really hard to pinpoint one, but for me, just the support from the UK, Bisping told MMA Junkie. I'll never forget that. I never took it for granted, the love and respect I got from them, because I know I've got my flaws. I know I was an expletive over the years. I said things wrong. I wasn't overly politically correct. I used to put my foot in it the whole time, but they always stuck by me. Through my ups and my downs, through my losses, my knockouts, they always believed in me. That made me believe in myself. Yeah, I definitely say that's one of my highlights. Bisping was the loud, young man who walked into The Ultimate Fighter house over 13 years ago, making noise in and out of the cage. He ended up winning the third season of Tough at light heavyweight and has never turned down a fight. In fact, he fought pretty much every top contender and former champion in the middleweight division, and his work ethic eventually paid off with UFC gold. The Count holds wins over former middleweight champions Rockhold and Anderson Silva and former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion Dan Henderson, among many others. Bisping can now look back on his career and be proud of all his achievements and is an example of someone who never gave up. It was a journey that many have learned to respect and appreciate, despite the Brit's brash personality through the years. A lot of people have asked me that question, and I've always played it down, but now I'm here, and it's happening. And I realize what a special occasion it is, Bisping said on being inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. I've been thinking a lot about it, and when I was younger, I'm not proud of it, but all I cared about was fighting and being the best fighter one could be, and that's probably a personality flaw of myself. Now, to be recognized by the UFC and being put in the Hall of Fame for somebody like me, you see, it's easy for me to forget who I used to be. Life's good now, life's successful, but I used to be a scrapper. I used to be in the streets getting into scraps all the time. Now to be recognized in the greatest fighting organization there's ever been and put in the Hall of Fame, I mean, that kid, that's the best he could have ever wished for. So, yeah, it means a lot to me. For more on upcoming UFC events, check out the MMA schedule. Breaking, Michael Bisping, UFC Hall of Fame, news, UFC, videos. Let's block ads.